it definitely has changed, like I said, how I see myself. And I love the book Atomic Habits. There are some really good things in there that I've used, and I love Jordan Peterson and listening to him. And even before Neuralink, I was trying to get my life back together. Um, a couple years beforehand, I realized that I had just been lying around doing a whole lot of nothing for too long, and I wanted to change my life in a positive way. So I started working on things. I started trying to improve myself a little bit each day. I started taking responsibility for the fact that I was only hurting myself by not trying to accomplish more and see what I could do with my situation. I know that being paralyzed, being a quadriplegic sucks, but even from the beginning, I knew that sitting around and wallowing in that wasn't going to be useful. I'm not sure why I adjusted psychologically so quickly to my situation. At the beginning, I never really got very depressed. I know that people say that I'm smiling more now, but I always felt like I managed pretty well with my situation. And I don't know why that is. I really don't. And, I'm like I said, I am going to be going around and speaking this year, and it's hard for me to give people any sort of advice or tell them about my situation when a lot of that I don't even understand. I don't understand why I managed to get through this without falling into the depths of despair as I've seen so many other people do. I saw it when I was in the hospital, the amount of people who just couldn't cope with it. I know that a lot of what I've been able to accomplish is because of my support system, because of my family and my friends. I think they deserve more credit than I do. I mean, I don't know that I deserve any credit, to be honest, but I think Neuralink definitely gave me more drive. Before, even though I was trying to improve myself, I kept hitting roadblocks because
Sure.
I couldn't find work. I was trying to find some way to not be a burden on my family and to contribute in some way. And every time I went to go find something to do, I just realized that I wasn't capable of it. I even went through like a disability website that put people in, places of work, and I didn't qualify for that. I wasn't able to meet certain standards, and so there were just a lot of things that kept me from moving forward. And with Neuralink, I see a lot of doors opening up, a lot of things that I can accomplish now, and so I've always been pretty driven. I've always seen things that I want and just gone after them. And Neuralink has given me the ability to fulfill some of those things, to actually accomplish them. So it's definitely been a huge impact on my life, to say the least.
You're absolutely seizing it, and you can inspire so many people with your attitude. And so you have a tool, Eve. You have the tool of the Neuralink, and you can challenge yourself every day to say, "Look, I'm a pioneer here. Nobody has a manual on how to use this and how to capitalize on it and make the most out of it. You can write the book on that and find ways that you can utilize that. And with artificial intelligence now and having the access to computer power, and you are you. you're still in there. And I believe in the continuity of ID. You're the same person you were when you were 2 and 3 years old. We form our personalities by the time we're 4, 5, 6 years old. That's there, that's intact. This is now just starting to give you some of the tools that lets you be who you are. And like you say, you're going to go do some speaking, and you've got a infectious smile. You're obviously very intelligent. I can tell by the way you put sentences together and use them. You'll be very charismatic in that role, and you got a great sense of humor. I mean, you should absolutely light things up with this and be excited about it. Would you like to go back to before the accident and have all those abilities? Of course. But and maybe this technology will get you a lot of that back in time. But you are where you are now, so what's everything you can do with where you are? And with your attitude and personality, man, maximize everything you've got. It looks to me like you are well on the way to doing that. I think it's going to be exciting to do what you do, and I'm going to follow it closely. And anything I can do to help, I want to do it. And I know Elon, and I tell you, don't ever underestimate what he can come up with. You saw him land that rocket on a on the side of
Yeah.
a driveway from outer space. I tell you, the guy is astounding in the things that he can do, and he's motivated and driven, and there's a great possibilities ahead, and just obstacles are just things to overcome, and your attitude is going to take you a long way, and you're going to maximize these tools in ways that they will use your applications to inspire what they do next with Neuralink. You guys are a team, and this is going to work out really well. You're partners with them at this point. So I think this is going to go in a very interesting way. And I can't wait to see what you do with this. And I'm really proud to have met you. I can't tell you how much.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's been great getting to talk with you as well. And I feel the same way. I know that you are doing a my mom is here saying she's a huge fan of you as well.
Hello, Mom.
Yeah, he says hi. Um, so I'm really glad to have met you too. And I've followed a lot of what you're doing as well. And living on the border, I can appreciate a lot of it.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, and there are a lot of things that a lot of people are doing in the world that I just want to help out with. My whole goal through all of this was to help others. It's been kind of my number one drive
Yeah.
going into getting the surgery, and since it's been finding some way to use my situation to help someone else. I didn't know what that looked like. I still don't know that I have a clear picture of that. I just try every day to think about a way in which I can better someone else. I think a lot of that has to do with my faith as well. But, just being in this, I know people being in the study, I know people say that I'm a pioneer. People have said, "Oh, you're basically like the Neil Armstrong of BCI," and I don't see that at all. I really don't. I see myself as just one little cog in this machine. I think that my role in this is pretty small for what I believe that Neuralink has accomplished. I think they deserve all the credit. And I know that just being in this study in some way, it'll help the people who come after me. That was one of the things I said at the beginning with my surgery was that if everything went horribly wrong, I know that they would learn something from it and they would be able to fix it so the people who come after me don't have to go through what I went through, even with the thread retraction.
Yeah, but you are doing it. And let me tell you, you could be sitting around feeling sorry for yourself, but you do have a smile on your face. You are thinking. you are helping others. You let them drill a hole in your head and put a bunch of threads in there, and you're working on it, and you're going to start telling people about it, and that is inspirational. And they are doing great work, and you're part of the team, and give yourself credit for that.